Telephonic etiquettes. Introduction. Most of our communication is done by telephone nowadays. Home phones, office phones, and cell phones are our virtual ties to each other as we rush from place to place. There is an etiquette for how we should answer the phone, how to speak properly on the phone, and yes, how to decide when we should ignore the phone when it rings. We all know telephone is one of the most important and commonly used tools in business. Multitudes of businesses, companies, and departments use telephones in their work every day. However, most of us don't think of the telephone as a tool and as a result accidentally misuse it. The telephone is a link between us and the world outside our business or department. Unfortunately, sometimes we don't pay attention or make a conscious effort to monitor what kind of message we are sending to our callers and the outside world. Most of the people get angry because how we talk and behave in the phone and we don't know what we did wrong. To find out our mistake and learn a few things, all the rules for decent communication in telephone are discussed further.
1. Be prepared. The first step toward being a pro on the phone is preparation. Before you start taking phone calls, particularly if you are using a newly installed phone system, you will need to learn the lay of the land. Take some time to familiarize yourself with the phone system. Learn how to put callers on hold without losing them. Print out a cheat sheet of important phone numbers, extensions, etc. Additionally, you will want to be ready to take notes in case you need to pass along a message. When adding notes, it's always a good idea to ask for the caller's name and details to the document what they are calling about. If the caller needs a follow-up, make sure you take down their best contact number or email. 2. Answer right away. Answer within 3 rings. The average length of a single ring is about 6 seconds. So, if you let the phone ring 5 times, you are looking at a 30-second wait, which may leave the caller feeling frustrated. On the flip side, answering a call on the first ring can catch people off guard. If possible, aim to pick up around the 3rd ring. 3. Introduce yourself. When you answer the phone, welcome callers by greeting them and introducing yourself and the organization. This lets people know that they have dialed the right number, rather than answering with a simple hello. Instead, try something like this. Good morning, this is Name from company. How can I help you? It's a simple phrase, but it goes a long way in delivering a sense of warmth through the wires.
4. Set out the purpose of the call early on. Every single call should have a goal, and in order to meet that goal, both parties need to be on the same page from the start. There is no awkwardness in starting the point of the call early on as long as it is done right. Be clear and concise, but friendly. Professionals are more time poor now than ever before. They will thank you for providing this direction. 5. Speak clearly. This might sound obvious, but we are not as used to speaking on the phone as we used to be. When your voice is your only mode of communication without facial expressions or body language, it's vital that you speak clearly and at an appropriate volume. While this can take a little bit of effort, mumbling will betray a lack of knowledge or confidence. Remember, no one can lip read on a voice call. Make an effort to practice speaking on the phone to ensure you come across the way you intend to. 6. Ask before putting someone on hold or transferring. This is a simple courtesy that is too often overlooked. Asking the person on the other end of the phone before you transfer them or put them on hold will go a long way to easing their user journey with you. Simply pressing the button with no warning will come across as rude, and with no timeline in mind, the caller may simply hang up. Think about how you like to be treated on a phone call and extend the same courtesy to your callers.
7. Taking messages. Be prepared with pen and message slip when you answer the phone. When taking messages, be sure to ask for caller's name, caller's phone number or extension, If the caller is a customer, ask for the customer ID and ask what the call is in regard to. Repeat the message to the caller. 8. Stay positive. Perhaps the trickiest one on the list, staying positive is vital for those representing their company over the phone, even when dealing with complaints. If you feel you can't handle a complaint or difficult customer, stay positive and tell the caller you will get back to them as soon as possible. This buys you time to collaborate with colleagues on how best to move forward. 9. Give your full attention. Just because you are hidden behind a phone doesn't mean you can slack off. They might not be able to see you, but the person you are speaking to will know if your attention isn't fully on them. Asking questions and taking notes and letting them know you are writing down what they say will help to make them aware that they are receiving the level of attention they deserve. Repeat some of the details of what they say back to them to prove you are listening. This sales trick is as old as time, but it works.
10. Ending the call. Ending the call is just important as the initial call greeting, as this is your last opportunity to make sure the caller is completely satisfied with the service they received and that they hang up with a positive impression of your company. It's important to thank the caller for calling and provide a brief summary of the outcome of the conversation. Here are some tips on how to end the call professionally. Say goodbye, but always let the caller hang up first. Example: goodbye Mr. Rogers, thank you for calling. A short conversation to show the ideal telephonic etiquette.
Good evening. This is Muskan from Greenway Hospital. How may I help you?
I am trying to reach Dr. Jones, please.
Sorry, but he's not in the office at the moment.
Do you know what time I should expect his return?
Yes, I do. He should be returning no more than 45 minutes to an hour. Would you like me to leave a message for him?
Yes, please. May you tell him that I wanted to ask questions and get some expertise about some of the symptoms I have been experiencing.
Will do. And what is your name and number that you can be contacted so I can tell him you called?
My name is David Miller and I can be contacted at this number.
I have noted that down. Thank you for your patience. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, and you do the same.
Based on doing research, we found that telephone etiquette is extremely important, especially when it comes to business formal calls. Telephone etiquette refers to a set of rules that apply when people make calls to others or when they are receiving a phone call. These rules are mainly used in the workplace between different businesses. Telephone etiquette is important because it is a part of basic customer service. It enhances communication skills and it gives first impression to people we contact with. Hope you have enjoyed our video. Thank you.
Stay home, stay safe.